This is the plaintiff, Stephen Kennedy. He says the defendant, his younger brother, stole some money from him while he was in need of it most. And no matter what happens here today, the pain he feels from this will always be with him. He still finds it hard to believe his own brother would actually steal from him. But hey, life goes on. He just wants the judge to rule in his favor, wants his money, and then that will be that. He's suing for $5,000, the amount he's due. This is the defendant, Eric Kennedy. He says his older brother, the plaintiff, has been back and forth to jail since the 90s, and he's been the one who takes care of his needs while he's away. He's really shocked by this lawsuit and his brother's false allegations that he stole from him, because nothing could be further from the truth. Bottom line, he took squat from him, and after this court hearing's over, he's not his brother anymore. He's accused of failing a family member.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Stephen Kennedy.
Yes.
You are suing your brother Eric Kennedy for $5,000 that you say he owes you, part of that in pain and suffering, and part of that the balance of a check that he cashed in your name that he has not repaid to you.
Yes.
Tell me what's going on.
Well, in 2007, in January, I was incarcerated for 4 years.
What were you incarcerated for?
Domestic.
What was the actual charge?
Assault 2.
With what kind of weapon?
No weapon.
What kind
I
of
was in a
damage
fight.
to the victim?
Let's see. Broken nose.
Just a broken
Yes.
nose. Okay, just broken nose. Okay, go on.
And during that time, I had a lawsuit come in from a job injury.
Okay.
And I had my brother to take care of it and had the lawyer sign him over the check, which I have a copy of,
You mean you had him cash it and
Yeah.
do what with it?
to periodically send me money while I was in there.
Okay.
And for a year or so and a half, he was sending me money. Then he stopped taking my phone calls, wouldn't take none of my letters, and just stopped. So as that went on, and then my family was writing me, telling me that he brought a car. Then when I finally did talk to him, he broke down and told me the truth that he messed the money up. He gave his girlfriend $1,000 to fix her car. I'm gonna take care of you. So, I'm waiting, and
I'm sorry, is there something funny?
Yeah, because he's lying.
That's not funny though.
I don't like that. I get you right, guys.
Go ahead.
so, all this went on. And while you're in prison, you don't eat well. You don't get clothes or, change of underwear and stuff like that. So, I went through hell. Then I lost my sister, our sister, during that time. He just left me hanging.
Did your brother visit you?
No.
Did anybody visit you?
No, not really, no. But when I got closer, when I got out and went into the halfway house,
Right.
he finally came to see me. I asked him to bring me some clothes and stuff. He comes with some cheap boots and a couple of shirts and gave me $300 in cash. Then after that, I didn't see him for a while again. And then when I came back home, he says, I'm going to take care of you, this and that. And the years went by and by.
Well, did he tell you, I messed
Yeah,
up?
yeah,
Because he had
he's-
already told you by phone that he had
Yeah,
messed
he
up.
told me, face to face, I'm going to
according
take care of you, bro.
All right,
So,
and then, so now he tells you, I'll take care of you.
yeah, so now he gets a lawsuit in for $26,000. Bro, I got your money, I'm going to pay you.
I think everybody needs to stop relying on lawsuits as a
Yeah.
form of income, but go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying that's how he said he was going to pay me.
Okay,
So,
and that was how many years later? When did you get out of prison?
I've been out now about three years.
Okay,
And
so
when
he just
got-
recently scored a lawsuit?
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
And
so that's why you're suing him now?
Yeah, because-
As opposed to in the last 3 years when he also wasn't paying you? Because
Yeah.
you feel that now he has an ability to pay you
Right.
back what he owes you
Yes.
and hasn't?
Yes.
Okay, let me hear your side.
Yes, ma'am. He's wrong. I've been taking care of my brother I'm the baby. I've been taking care of him since 1990. I don't want to deal with the phone calls. I don't want to do all this stuff for him. When he got his money, I've been dealing with him for 16 years with all his money.
But did he sign over a $4,900?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And I sent him I sent him money. I've been sending money for the last 16 years. He's been locked up every time.
Okay, so your testimony is that you sent him $4,900 and whatever dollars, the entire amount, to the commissary during his incarceration.
It was only over 4,000. I gave him 800. We came home. We got out. We finally got out. He had $800 left.
Okay.
But I'm trying to figure
So,
out.
but over 4,000 to the commissary.
Oh yeah, 'cause I sent.
Do you have any records of what you
No,
sent?
I have no records. I sent him over. He knew I sent him over. He kept when he first got that check to me. He kept asking for $500 a week.
He was asking for you to send him $500 a week?
Yes, ma'am. Every time he was in prison.
Okay,
I got for
but
work.
stop.
Yes, ma'am.
your testimony is that you sent him over $4,000
Yes.
to the commissary.
Yes.
And when I ask you for proof that you sent the money, your answer is, I don't have it because what?
Because I don't need to prove he's my brother. I've been doing this for 16 years for him. I never kept none of the stuff I've been sending him. I
Okay,
never
and
did.
when you say what you've been dealing with, helping him out as his little brother,
Yes.
you're referring to dealing with all the phone calls. What do you
yes,
mean, that your
yes.
brother calls you from prison?
No, yes, I dealt with all that. I dealt with sending him money. Nobody else in the family took his calls but me. I was the only one.
Okay. Do you have a printout from the Department of Corrections as to how much money went into your account?
Yes, I do.
May I please see the printout? Why don't you just have him send the entire amount to the commissary, and then whatever's left over you would have been taking with you when you left?
Well, I figured he would do the right thing.
Why? Why would you risk your brother? Did you grow up together?
Yeah.
Yes.
In the same household?
Yes.
So you know him, right?
Yes.
Okay, so is this surprising?
Yes, it is, because he never was like that.
He never was like that.
Nah.
No
I mean, he's a
kidding.
little selfish, but I never thought he would do, what he did.
Right, but wouldn't it always be safer to have somebody, or does a commissary not accept that kind of cash?
Oh, yeah, you could have that.
So why wouldn't you just say cash a check? Why don't you tell your lawyer to cash a check and
Right.
just send it over?
To be honest with you, the lawyer told me to not do it. He said, leave it here with him, because he
Of
heard
course.
family members, get
Of
crazy
course.
with money. And I was,
But why didn't you just have the lawyer cash and send the whole thing to the commissary? Then it's your money and you carry it
I
with
could
you.
have
when
done that too, but I didn't.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yeah, excuse you, right? Because I'm looking at the commissary report,
Yeah, I
and
see
according to them, the only thing that ever went into his account was $1,520.
Something ain't right about that, because he know I sent over $500
No.
every time.
Oh my God, believe you were my lying eyes. I'm seeing the report by the
I
Department
understand
of
that, though.
Corrections.
I understand that, though, but I don't want to be dealing with for 16 years. I never took money. I've been working, so I can't
Okay,
take money from somebody working.
sweetheart,
I see
listen
that.
to me.
I see that.
am looking at the printout from the Department of Corrections.
I understand that, man. I got the same thing.
So
but
what, they're lying to you?
He's lying.
They're
He got
lying to
more
me?
of that. He
No,
has
not
more of
he.
that.
Connecticut is lying to me.
Okay, ma'am.
I'm asking you, what is your premise?
The premise that
They're
that's
lying.
wrong. They wrong.
Connecticut's in cahoots with your brother.
Ma'am, that's wrong. I something more than that.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. If your brother stole money from you, would you sue him?
No.
Why?
Because he's my brother.
He stole money from you.
I'd steal it back.
Okay, good, Carrie. Would you sue him?
Yes, to teach him lesson.
To teach him a lesson. Would you sue him just because you're angry and you want to get the money back? That's the question. Anybody feel strongly?
If I was angry, yeah, I would definitely.
Would you be angry if your brother stole money from you?
It depends. What reason would he steal it from me? But
Well, how can it depend if he steals from it for you and you're not angry?
well, what is he?
Good question, huh?
Yeah, that's an excellent.
Yeah, that was a good one. Going inside the courtroom.
I've been doing it for so long. Why won't take me? I've been working. I had a job.
Maybe
so I
you
can't
think
take
you've
his
been
money.
doing it for so long, but you're a little disorganized. I'd
Nah,
like
I've
to
been-
think that's it, and not that you're just
Well,
completely
and I can-
stealing from your brother.
I would never steal from my life. Why I want to steal from my brother? I've been working.
I don't know. I'm wondering the same thing myself.
that's
When
my-
I see that you say you sent 4 and they say you sent
I've been
1,500.
working all this time, been locked out. I always have my own job.
What am I supposed to do with this, my friend?
Well,
Which completely supports what your brother says.
well, in that case, then I'm gonna sue him too, then, because that's not right. That's wrong. I'll be honest. That's wrong. He's wrong. I don't need his money. I have my own money. That's the best I can tell you right now. I've been
Black
doing
and
so
white,
long.
right here.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what this paper says?
Yeah, I
It
see it.
says
I see
two
it.
things. It says that you, Eric Kennedy, only sent $1,520.
You got more than that.
Was it always you who sent it?
Yes, ma'am. I'm the only one in the family that dealt with him.
Okay. So that you, Eric Kennedy, it says two things to me. That you, Eric Kennedy, sent only $1,520. And you know what the other thing it says to me is? That you stole from your brother.
I never stole from my brother in my life. Why am I stealing from him? I always work. Always had a job. Never knew nothing from him.
According to you, after you got to the halfway house, he brought you $300 and then an additional $100. If your brother's such a big fat liar, why would he give you another $400 credit when he's telling me what happened? That shows me that it has a ring of truth.
All right, if you think I stole it, then okay. I know I never stole his money. I take it to my grave.
No,
then.
I think that the
I take it to
evidence
my grave
shows
with
you
me then.
stole it.
I'm looking around because I know he got his money.
How are you going to look around? What do you mean by that?
I don't know, man. I just try to keep calling the court there, try to figure out the system up there. I'll figure something out because I know he got his money. I don't need his money. My life is okay. I don't want to sue for distress and aggravation too, though. He put me through.
What stress and aggravation did he put
Calling my
you
phone
through?
every day, harassing me, doing this day. That's not right. When he was out of jail, he never complained to me. Never complained about no money. All of a sudden, 2013.
According to him, you had the full discussion with him when he was at the halfway house about how you'd screwed up.
No, we just talked. Nobody, that didn't even come out. I brought him money for himself. That was a 2-hour ride. I didn't have to come out there and see him. That's the point. I was the only one to visit him.
Well, okay. You may feel in your heart that when you visit him or when you pick him up, that somehow that's worth cash.
No, it's not cash.
But it's not.
Not cash. I didn't say it was not cash.
It's not. It's not. And you may be right that after this, you two aren't brothers anymore. I hope not. But after you may be right. You may be right.
I'm not right. I want
when you're wondering about why that is, I hope you look at this stuff.
Well, go to the Bible then. We'll go to lie detector and find out if I'm wrong or not.
You're looking at a lie detector.
Nah, that's not me, man.
You're looking at a lie detector because I got to tell you, when the evidence is so different from your recollection, I'm going to go with the evidence and not your recollection. I find in favor of the plaintiff in this case in the amount of $2,975.78.
Well, the defendant left the courtroom and did not want to speak to us here in the hallway, even though we offered. So you come out on the winning end of this case, but do you lose for winning here?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't lost my brother. I still love him. That's on him, what he does. At the end of the day, he's still my brother, and I love him. But he did wrong.
Mm-hmm. Why would he do this to you?
I have no idea. He's just, I don't know, maybe he's losing his mind.
Are you going to reach out to him?
Yeah, I sure will. But, if he doesn't want to talk, that's okay.
All right.
Life goes on.
All right, over to Harvey then.
Especially if you live in a big city, there are these family counseling services, and some of them low cost, some of them actually free, that can basically help you sit down and mediate family disputes. You should do some checking online, because if they're in your city, a lot of them are real good. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.